What's your name?
My name is Adassa.
Hadassah, how old are you?
I'm 29.
Where are you from?
I'm from Alabama, but I'm originally Nigerian.
She currently went private, guys, so we can't even trace her down and see what she posts. But you got a TikTok. The influencer.
I'm gonna bust you inside your head. What?
There's a camera on you, baby.
There's a camera on me right now.
Oh, mama got ass too. Just give me 3.5 minutes. Maybe even 4.
Behind you.
Oh, hello, praise the Lord.
Literally seducing people. That was a seduction post of a little jiggle in the back end. All right, so as y'all can see, just got a nyash, and let's see what's going on.
29.
Where are you from?
I'm from Alabama, but I'm originally Nigerian.
Okay. And what do you do?
Gentlemen.
Well, I work in IT. I love anything that has to do with nature, anything that's adventurous, and I love serving in my church.
Love that. And what are
Keep
some
that
things
in
you look
mind.
for in a man?
Church.
First, he has to not just be a cultural Christian, he has to be biblical Christian, love God.
Before we continue the video, make sure you hit the like button as it helps the channel grow. We are at 225 subscribers, I think.
And someone who doesn't follow up with what they say. So your actions have to match your words. Yeah.
Got it. And what are some of your deal breakers?
Someone who's not a Christian.
All right, so we did get one pop balloon. Let's head on down over there. All right, always first. Your name and age and why did you pop your balloon?
Messiah 28. It's just because I'm not consistent with it, so I don't even want to waste your time.
Consistent with?
The church and
Christianity. Okay.
the church. So
But apart from that, is she someone that's your type?
yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Got it. Now, I know he said he doesn't be consistent, but if he were to approach you, is he someone physically that's your type?
Oh, definitely. I like your outfit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
And you
it. I
look
like
pretty
yours.
clean. Thank you.
I like bro outfit too.
Okay, let's head on back this
I'm
way.
not
We did get
glazing.
one more pop.
I'm not
Your name and
glazing.
age and why did you pop your balloon?
Khalil, 30. And I pop because I'm a believer of Christ, but I'm just finding my way back into the church.
And is he someone that's your type physically?
I like your outfit. Pretty clean, put together, not too much going. I heard what you said, but I'm not looking for anyone who's perfect, but someone who actually believes and is actively working towards
Well, I'll get
the
my
journey.
balloon back now.
Let's get it on back.
Oh, shoot.
All right, there we go. We'll be back then. All
I
right,
would've
so I'm going to
kicked
hand
the
you a
pop,
pick.
but, well,
There you go. And I'm going to have you pop one balloon.
imagine she pop him first again. That would be crazy. Him right there. I know.
Did I pop before you?
I just pop the damn balloon.
Theo, thank you.
All right, so name and age and why was your balloon unpopped?
I'm Dante. Nice to meet you. I'm 30. I only popped because you was about to pop me. So
Bro, 30 with no deep voice. That's already a red flag. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. He sound like a child. He sound very young.
I was going to pop myself.
I just could.
You did not pop your balloon. Why were you hanging on to it?
Because she a God-fearing woman. I grew up in the church. I used to be the minister of music for my grandma's church. I feel like we had a lot in common. She work in
That's
IT. I'm a data center operations tech. I work on your servers. I'm just saying.
I work on your
Okay,
survey.
So you had a little bit in common.
I did. I thought it was going to be nice. Plus, she not, you know, I'm trying to see what I was talking about.
And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I just had to pop somebody, and
You chose me?
one person has to go. So.
Look, I'm not even gonna glaze, bro, but you are not the best looking in the whole lineup. You are not top 10 good looking in the whole lineup. I'm not glazing. No Diddy. I'm just being real, bro.
It's okay.
Sorry,
you know,
but you
everybody
look
can't
very
go.
nice, and I like what you do. So I
No hard
appreciate that.
feelings.
Thank you.
Appreciate
All right. So we're down to 5 unpopped balloons. Go ahead and ask them a question.
So,
with y'all?
what do you guys do for work? And when you're not working, what are things that you like to do?
Cool. Name and age, what do you do for
Clap
work,
cheeks.
and what do you like to do outside of work?
Khalil, 30. I am a teacher, 2nd grade. And when I'm not working, I like to go to the gym, my stream on the side, out with my friends. So it's like being out having fun.
Your name and age, what do you do for work, and what do you do outside of work?
My name is David, 28. I'm in doctor school to be a physical therapist, and I do personal training.
Outside of
That's
work?
fine.
Oh, outside of work, Bible studies. I like to work
I'm just
out. I like to do sports, read. I also like to, I'm not good at writing music, but it's one of my creative outlets. I probably won't show nobody. But,
Keep it simple. Turn on the light,
Age,
please.
what do you do, and what do you do outside of work?
Alex, 29, software development. And outside of work, for me, love working out, fitness. It's a big part of my lifestyle, things that I do on a week-to-week basis, going to classes, things like that, lifting. I'm also pretty involved with my local church in Dallas. I do a lot with them, serving on Sundays. I lead a small group at my church. We do public evangelism in Dallas. So that's something I started doing last year. I got into golf last year too, so I do I golf now that it's getting warmer. Piano, so I just had a recital actually a few weeks ago. And I'm big on discovering new hobbies, things like that. So a couple weeks ago, I took a improv class just because why not? So just things like that, discovering myself and hanging out with friends. I'm big on community and hanging out with other people too. So things like that.
Thank you. Come on down this way. Your name and age, and what do you do outside of work?
I'm Keyshawn, I'm 28. I work in corporate marketing and advertising. Outside of work, I like to discover new things, so I do a lot of learning. I like to go to museums. I like to try a lot of new foods. Right now, I'm training for a triathlon, so I do a lot of running and biking, and so I like to stay fit.
That's fire.
And I'm the type of person, I'll find anything to have fun. I'm not hard to please.
Thank you. Your name and age, what do you do, and what do you do outside of work?
My name is Train, I'm 28. I work for a real estate company, and I'm a music artist. Outside of work, definitely music. I like to sing. I roller skate sometimes, but I pretty much keep it just really chill at home. I'm working 10 hours, so when I'm done working, I like to relax. I also do stream as well a few times out of the week, but I'm open for everything. I just got into traveling, so this is my second time leaving California.
Wow.
So I'm really open to anything, but I'm usually pretty chill. I don't like party or club or nothing like that, so.
You said you could sing. You want to hear a little something from him?
All right, I'll do a little bit.
I don't think that's a good idea.
All right.
Go ahead, though. He looks like he wants to burst out and laugh. Let's keep going, though.
It don't matter what I say if you want me to chain you to the sky. Oh my, that's all I got right there.
Thank you. Let's head on back this way. All right. So I'm going to have you pop one more balloon. Yes.
I'm sorry.
All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
It's the outfit.
She looks amazing. I like the dress, and I like the fact you're trying to stay real cultural.
Thank you.
And why'd you end up popping his balloon?
She can't keep eye contact.
There were like two things. So first, the age. I'd rather date someone who's older or about the same age. So, and
How old are you?
I'm 29. I just turned 29.
You're 28. Got it. So just the age.
There was something else, but I can't remember.
All right. Thank you. We are now down to 4. To help you narrow it down, go ahead and ask another question.
All right. So, what are some of your core values? And among those core values, are there any that you're gonna that you could compromise on, or would you not?
What are your core values?
Good question, though.
And are there any that you would compromise on? Start here first.
My name is Train, 28. For me, 100% is respect. Being in California, growing up where I was raised, it's really not a lot of respect. And you do involve yourself in certain demographics or environments where people are respectful and you give respect. It goes a long way. I've built a lot of foundations in my life based on respect, so that's something that I'm big on. And I don't tolerate it at all because I don't dish it out. I would not compromise that at all. Respect is everything to me. So I feel like if you don't respect a person, that's the biggest sign of disrespect. So
It was a basic answer.
All right.
but
What are your core values,
That was
and are there
cool.
any that you would compromise on?
Yeah. Is this question, was that in the context of relationship or?
Just in general, your core values in life.
Yeah, so for me, obviously my faith is important in terms of everything I do. So I think for me, a lot of my values come from that. They're biblical. So you mentioned respect. That is something that's very important to me in all of my relationships. And whether that's friendships, business, romantic, whatever, respect is number one. That's something I would never compromise on. And that's something that I don't think any man should ever compromise on.
So you say respect.
Thank you. What about over here? Your core values, and are there any that you're willing to compromise on?
All right, David, 28. I'm not compromising on any core values. Honesty, being on time, keeping my word,
Bro's trying to bag her
keeping
so bad.
a relationship with God, I guess. A core value involving that would be like, I guess just keeping him first. So that goes with telling the truth. And just keep it there.
Thank you.
Okay.
What are
Cool.
some of your core values, and are you willing to compromise on any of them?
I'm not willing to compromise on any of the core values. My core values are being just a man of my word, being a good son and a friend as well as brother. So that's pretty much it.
All right, so first verdict, guys. Out of everything they have said, is there a red flag that you guys have noticed or within any of the guys? Let me know in the comment section because I'll be reading comments. And I think we should be watching this together instead of just me watching. So we're watching this together.
Question back over to you. What are some of your core values, and are you willing to compromise any of them?
Yup, figure this out.
I'll say respect, integrity, respect,
I think
integrity.
she lying.
No, I'm not willing to compromise on any of my core values.
Okay.
That's why your core values, keeping them.
Exactly.
I think she's lying because she can't make eye contact what sole reason, and her hands, as you can see on the mic, they are all over the place. She's nervous. I get it.
All right, cool.
At least
Well,
keep
go
an
ahead and
eye
pop one more
contact.
balloon.
Guys, keep an eye contact, bro.
This is tough.
I know, everyone says that.
You guys came clean. I really like what you had to say, so take offense to it.
She's gonna pop the last guy. She's gonna pop that last guy. Watch this. I'm telling you. Watch this. Told ya.
The singing didn't work.
Told ya.
All right, so why was your balloon unpopped?
I had no reason to pop. I knew it would come down to this, so I guess I'll ask now. So I'm not religious, but I was going to ask at one point, is it for you just the religion itself, or is it the morals and ideologies that come behind that? Because I feel like two people can share the same morals and ideologies without necessarily getting it from the same place. So I knew that was going to come up if you didn't pop me, so I figured.
Well, because I was keeping track, I didn't hear anything about faith. So that's why I popped. And to me, being a good person and having morals is not just the goal, because even being a Christian is not about being good. So it's about believing in Jesus who died for your sins. So it's much bigger than that. It's more than a religion. It's more of a personal relationship, as he's my creator. So but I do appreciate the fact that everything you had to say, but I just realized that you didn't say anything about faith.
Yeah, I'm not religious. I'm not an atheist, but I'm just not religious.
That's understandable.
So, yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thank you for the singing, too.
Brody, cool. For sure.
All right, we're down to 3
I see
on Pop
she does
Balloon.
got
Go ahead and ask them your last question to help you narrow it down.
She got it back there. Look at it.
Ask them.
I'm not an atheist.
All right, we're down.
That movement
All
back
right,
there.
we're down to 3 on Pop
Something back there. I'm
Balloons.
telling
Go
y'all
ahead
boys.
and ask them your last question to help you down.
A good question.
Make it a good one.
She don't know what to say. I know that for a fact. She don't know. She's thinking so hard right now. Now, I feel like people should come on these videos prepared with questions, because when you are just in front of people and you are now thrown under the bus to come up with a question, it's actually hard because everybody's just staring at you. So if these people are intentionally coming to look for love, they should at least come with questions. And I think our let should include that in these new segments coming up.
What do you guys think about
marriage and kids?
And what does your life look like in 5 years?
What do you think about marriage and kids, and what does your
Boring.
life look like in 5 years?
It's a replay. So for me,
It's a replay.
marriage, having kids, that's important thing for me to do one day. I think I do want to be married because I understand the value that the right woman can bring to my life in
Facts.
terms of helping me to achieve God's purpose for my life and her role in that, as well as my role in helping her achieve God's purpose for her life. So obviously, marriage. As a man, I am the leader, the head of my household, Christ's husband, wife, and
Really?
my job is to love her the way Christ loved the church. And for her, it's to respect and be in submission. So I think that's how I view marriage. That's what I would want in a wife and in a marriage. And for me, I guess the other part of your question was in 5 years?
Yes.
5 years, similarly, because we said it before, but I do want to be married, have kids, continuing to build my investments, assets, things like that as well. Continuing to work towards my purpose and what God called me to do, as well as raising my kids from home. I would love to kind of homestead, raise them in a home environment, be able to focus on their growth, things like that. So having some land, things like that, and being able to travel with my family, with my wife. And
Why are you walking with your chest out like that?
I'll leave it at that for now. That's a lot.
All right, what about over here?
Is that us still here?
Well, I think the nuclear family is like the foundation of society. So what does marriage mean to me? That was the question, right?
What do you think about marriage and kids, and how do you envision your life in 5 years?
He wasn't
I
listening.
think marriage should be the ultimate goal. So it means a lot. In 5 years, I want to be in my career. I want to be married. I'm trying to be a physical therapist right now.
He was mesmerized by her beauty. He wasn't listening. Mesmerized.
So specifically, I want to work with orthopedics, so bones and muscles, things like that. So I want to be gaining experience with that, and also a new marriage and just building on that as well.
Thank you.
What?
Okay, what are your views? What is it on marriage and kids? And
What did he say?
and where do you see yourself in?
New marriage and experience with that, and also a new marriage and just building
What?
things like that. So I want to be gaining experience with that, and also a new marriage and just building on that as well.
I feel like he didn't answer that.
What are your views?
The
What is
way
it on marriage
she
and kids?
wanted.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I think marriage is really important. I think that's why we're here, is to pass on that legacy to our family. I work with kids, so obviously I want to have a family of my own. I want a whole starting five, man, so I can start coaching them and everything. In 5 years, hopefully, I'll have my master's in education and I'll start coaching and everything. So.
Cool. Thank you. Cool. You heard a lot from all of them. Go ahead and pop one more balloon.
For some reason, their answers weren't satisfying. Even to me, I feel like their answers were like kinda off. The only person who had a good answer was the guy in the suit. That's the only person who had a good answer, but everybody else was just like, I don't know. It didn't make sense to me, but why are you whispering? I'm out the door. Doing what? Relaxing. Bro. What's your problem? Yeah.
One more question?
Nah, go ahead and pop.
Oh, okay.
This about to be crazy. She better not pop him or I'll pop her. That's crazy. I thought they would go together.
All right, so why
first,
was your
but-
balloon unpopped?
She looks great, beautiful dress, and he had some good questions as well.
So I was really tough, but why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I just asked God.
You just asked God? When did you ask God? You see, people need to stop playing with God like that. So you were there praying the whole time, right? Is that what you're saying?
He had some good questions as well.
So I was really tough,
Yeah.
but why'd you end up popping his balloon?
I just went with my mind. I just asked God. I like all the answers, so.
They made it hard. All right, so we've got two gentlemen left.
cool.
Guys, any questions for her? You're ready? Let's head on down here. All right, just remind her of your name and age, and then go ahead with your question.
Alex, 29. So I think in the beginning you mentioned some of the things you like to do. Could you expand on that a little more as far as what does like a typical week look like for you in terms of day to day, week to week? What does that look like?
So,
Stay-at-home girl.
as I work hybrid. So some days I go to the office and some days I don't. And usually I don't like going to the gym, cooking. I do go on mini hikes and things because I'm just now getting back to my feet in a sense because I used to be in the Marine Corps and I got injured. So now I'm working my way back up. So I do take mini hikes and I do love spending time with my family. I also am in a couple of small groups where I serve ladies who are trying to get their life back together from hard situations. And so I pretty much love to explore different things as long as it's not illegal. So
I can't be doing that.
Keep eye contact. I don't trust you.
what is it? I can't think about it. I can't remember what it was called, but pretty much anything adventurous.
So as far as your view, what does it look like to be a wife to you, and what is that role?
I don't like how she's not standing facing him. She's like, it's already a red flag to me. I don't know about y'all, but hey.
I see that as a partnership, but also being a support role and mostly nurturing the family, whether it's my husband to be or my future kids. And most importantly, I've said a million times, having God as the foundation, because I won't do certain things when I mean certain things, no. Maybe things you're not supposed to do because, not just because of my husband, but because of God. Because he holds me accountable. And so
She won't do certain things, guys. She won't.
I'm gonna bust you inside your head.
Make me
What?
baby,
Is that a camera on me right now?
back behind you.
Oh, hello, praise.
See, this is my problem when certain people say certain things. That's one of my problems right there. Stuff like
that's how I see it, just having God as the bedrock of the relationship.
Were you born in Nigeria?
Yes, I was born there and I came to America in 2012.
Oh, you live in Alabama?
Yes.
What part? I'm sorry to hear.
Birmingham.
Where are you located
In
again?
Dallas. Do you see yourself ever?
Oh,
That's very far.
Dallas was, well, not Dallas, but Texas was one of the places I was thinking about going to because they have a lot of tech industries over there. Yes. So, but I went back home, so I don't mind.
Cool. I'm good for now.
eye
Questions over here?
contact, bro. Red flag already.
That was Queen Esther's name before she became Queen Esther. When you had to conceal her name in the whole strategy, so it means noble and a whole bunch of other things I don't remember. But
So you don't know your own name? What do you mean?
What does a first date look like for you? The ideal first date?
I just wait for the moment. I really don't know.
For a moment?
It depends on what we talk about. I don't know. I just wait for the moment. I don't have an ideal plan in my head because it could go either way. Yeah.
Red flag.
That's it for me.
Red flag number
All
2
right.
right there.
So you heard a lot from these two men. They got to know you a little bit
Let's
as
see
well.
who she's gonna pop.
Now is that time. Go ahead and pop one of their balloons.
Let's see who she's gonna pop, bruh.
Don't drag it out too long.
Before she pops, who do you think she's gonna match with? Or who do you think she... Let me know in the comment section, who do you guys think she would have looked better with? And let me know if she made a mistake here. All right. Final verdict. She's quasi. She's very quasi if she pop.
I just have to
Bro.
pop somebody.
Bro right here is standing on the edge of the board to look a little taller. If you guys can see it, let me move myself. Look right here. He's standing on the wall right there to be a little taller, as you can see. Oh, that was funny, but that's crazy. But keep going. Sorry, y'all, for stopping so much. I just get excited.
All right. So, what was making you hang on to your balloon?
I think she's great. Obviously, she's very attractive. I think she has a lot of great traits about her. She seems like she's going to be a good wife and mother someday, just based off of what I can tell. Obviously, I know she's from Nigeria, so that y'all are a little more traditional, things like that. So I appreciate that. Overall, I have nothing that I could say about her. So great overall woman.
Yeah, you end up popping his balloon.
All your answers were great. And they aligned as well, a lot of things that you said. I'm just gonna be honest, I had to pop somebody, so.
Okay. See, this is not gonna end well already because she said she just had to pop somebody, so that means it's not gonna end well. And I'm already knowing it's not gonna end well. If you're just saying I had to pop somebody, you're not on this show to be intentional. You're just on this show to mess around. Let's keep going.
The Lord told you to do that, then hey.
I won't put down the Lord. I won't put down the Lord. Okay. Yeah, that's a me.
All right, no problem. All right, so obviously this is our last balloon left here. And is he someone that's your type?
I don't have a type, but everything he says is my type.
Red flag again. I don't like her already. She's a red flag, chat. How you say you don't have a type, but then you say everyone said what you wanted to hear and everybody said good stuff, but then you don't have a type. That makes no sense at all. How does that make any sense? Lady, you need to get it together.
Oh.
It's about what they say.
Well, come on up here with us.
They all said good
I'll have you
stuff.
scoot that way over there.
But you
stand
just
on
saying
over
you
here.
just had a pop.
All right, are there any final questions between the two of you?
Crazy.
If you don't have one, that's okay as well.
Where do you live again? Where do you live?
Right now I'm in Michigan. That's where I go to school. But
can't keep eye contact. She said that's already not a good sign. We gotta pay attention to the cues right here.
My parents live in Huntsville. I used to live in Huntsville, so I'm there all the time.
Huntsville, Alabama?
Yeah, Alabama.
Oh.
You know where that is?
It's an hour away. Yeah, or two.
Can't keep eye
Can't
contact.
remember.
Look.
So,
Nope.
how do you feel about long distance then?
I'm fine. Like, I'm in Alabama all the time. You're in Birmingham, correct? I'm in Alabama all the time, so.
She doesn't look like she wants him. It's not gonna be a match. This is not gonna be a match.
All right. Are you good with the questions? Yeah.
I'm good. Good.
You're good? Okay. You good now? Let me ask my final question then. Is it a yes for her?
Look
Is
at
it a
that
yes
face
for
she's
you,
making.
For him?
Look at that.
No.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
No problem.
What did I tell
All right,
you?
why is it a no?
What I tell you, bro? This woman was not intentional whatsoever. What did I tell you, chat? Drop it down in the comment section. And what did I tell you? And look at this stuff, bro. Hear what she's about to say. Listen to what she's about to say.
No. I have to pray about it. That's all I can say.
You have to pray about it? You flew all the way from Alabama just to say at the end of your match that you have to pray about it. What is wrong with you? What are you doing on the show? Did you pray before you came on the show?
I just,
Nah, you tripping.
I had to pray about it.
You had to pray about it. What sense does that make? You had to pray about it.
I take it pretty serious, and so I wasn't 100% sure, and I just don't like to date casually.
No, you weren't picking correctly. What do you mean you don't like dating casually? What are you doing on the show, bro? Oh my gosh.
So I wasn't going to waste his time just because everything he said aligned.
Bro,
I need a second opinion from God, so.
Even he's laughing.
But did you pray about this before you came on the show?
I did, and things do happen. But
No, things don't happen. You playing in people's face, bro.
Everything he had to say.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Cool. Head on back.
Nah.
All right. Well, that's all the balloons popped. Thank you so much for coming on. I'll take the mic and let's give it up for her, guys.
Don't give it up for her. Chat. These are the type of people you want to run away from. That's a walking red flag right there. She flew all the way from Alabama to Arizona just to say that she has to pray about it at the end of the whole thing. And then she was saying that everything the men's were saying was good stuff that she wants to hear or likes. But at the end of it, she said, I have to pray about it. I am not sure about it. What sense does that make? And then she said, I don't like dating casually. But then you're on a show looking for love. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. Leave a comment, subscribe down below. And I like reading comments, so I'll be looking at your guys' comments and